There's something you don't say out loud. You start things, and you don't finish them. Not because you don't care, not because you're lazy, but because something inside you shifts. Interest fades, curiosity moves, and suddenly, you're somewhere else. And the question quietly follows you. Why can't I just stick to one thing? You've probably tried to fix it. You told yourself, this time I'll stay consistent. You made plans, set goals, watched others stay disciplined for years. But your mind doesn't work like that. It doesn't stay still. It wanders, searches, connects. Psychology has a name for this. It's called novelty-seeking behavior, a trait linked to the brain's dopamine system. Your brain isn't just chasing rewards, it's chasing possibilities. Every new idea feels alive. Every new path feels meaningful, until it doesn't. And then the cycle repeats. Not because you're weak, but because your brain is wired to explore. What if the problem is not your inconsistency? What if the problem is the way you've been taught to see it? We live in a world that worships specialization. One path, one identity, one direction. But not every mind was built for that. Some minds are not meant to stay. They are meant to move. In personality psychology, this often connects to high openness to experience. People like this think abstractly. They seek variety. They feel deeply curious, and they resist rigid structure. They are not broken. They are expansive. Imagine your brain as a network of pathways. Most people build one highway, straight, efficient, focused. But your brain builds many roads. Small paths, unexpected turns, connections between distant places. This is how associative thinking works. Your brain links ideas across different domains. It takes something from here and connects it to something over there. Psychologists call this far transfer, the ability to use knowledge from one area in a completely different one. It's where creativity comes from. It's how new ideas are born. But there's a cost. A brain that sees many paths struggles to stay on just one. There's also something else happening. Your brain releases dopamine not when you achieve something, but when you anticipate something new. So when a new idea appears, your brain lights up. It feels exciting, meaningful, important. But once it becomes familiar, that signal fades, and your mind quietly asks, what else is out there? So the problem isn't that you can't focus, it's that your brain is designed to move. But instead of fighting it, you can work with it. You don't need to stick forever. You only need to go deep for a while. Focus on one thing for a limited time, not forever, just long enough to take something valuable from it. When your brain knows it's temporary, it resists less. It allows you to go deeper. Instead of asking yourself, what is my one thing? Ask something different. What combination of things makes me unique? A little psychology, a little storytelling, a little science. On their own, they seem ordinary, but together, they become rare. Your strength is not in choosing one, it's in combining many. You can also start mapping your interests. Write them down. Everything you're drawn to. Don't filter it. Don't judge it. Then step back and look for patterns, connections, themes. Your mind is not random. It's structured in ways you haven't noticed yet. And not everything you start is meant to last. Some things are just bridges. They take you from one version of yourself to another. Leaving something doesn't mean you failed. It means you learned. It means your brain is adjusting its direction. Some things don't end. They pause. Your brain remembers unfinished experiences. It keeps them in the background, waiting. So when you return, you're not starting from zero. You're continuing from a deeper place. Over time, something quiet begins to happen.
All those scattered interests start connecting. What once felt like chaos starts forming a pattern, a system, a network. You are not becoming one thing. You are becoming many things that work together. Maybe the reason you can't stick to one thing is not because you lack discipline. Maybe it's because your mind sees more than one path, and it refuses to ignore the others. You don't need to rush to define yourself. You don't need to force a single identity. Some people are meant to specialize. Others are meant to explore, to connect, to evolve, slowly, quietly, over time. And maybe you are one of them.